Hello crew, welcome back to the Gaming Ocean TCG channel where we open a variety of TCGs. And in this video, we're unboxing the One Piece TCG Starter Deck 20, Yellow Charlotte Katakuri. We finally made it to the final starter deck. This makes all 6 color starter decks unboxed that Bandai released at the same time. Y'all can go ahead and check out the rest of the starter deck openings on my channel. I'll also put the links in the description down below. But the last one is ST-20 here, the Yellow Starter Deck Katakuri. I'm excited to dive into it, can't wait. But before we get that far, don't forget to like and subscribe, share with others, and hit that notification bell button so you don't miss any TCG content or openings. Also, check out my online TCG store at gamingoceantcg.com, where I sell Japanese Pokemon cards, One Piece, and more. So without further ado, let's get straight into it and unbox number 20. Finally made it to the finale. It's crazy that Bandai released 6 starter decks at the same time. Poor wallet of mine. I only got 1 copy of each. I still gotta get my other second copies to complete the sets, so that'll be a goal along the way. Alright, so here is Yellow Katakuri. Very cool. There is a playmat or rulebook. I guess it just didn't come out because I can hear it moving around. But every starter deck comes with a playmat and a player's guide on how to play the card game, which is very nice. Every starter deck should come with that. Any card game, I believe so. That's just me. Okay, and then here is starter deck 20, Yellow Katakuri. And every starter deck, always to my surprise, comes with 1 pack of PRB-01. Very nice set to get into because it has a mixture of all the sets put together up to a certain number. But you also get shinies in these packs, which is very nice. So if you want to bling out your deck and the Dawn cards. So let's go ahead and put this to the side. Boom. And here is starter deck number 20. Katakuri. Move this a little bit more in frame there. Boom. Let's go ahead and there we go. I just don't have nails. Boom. Pop this open. Ding. And every leader card are older leader cards, but with new artworks and new supports in the deck, which is very nice. But I enjoy and I love the artworks. Very cool. So this is Katakuri from OP03. He has 5k power and 5 life. So with a Dawn card attached and when attacking, look at up to 1 card from the top of your or your opponent's life cards and place it at the top or bottom of the life cards. Then, this leader gains 1000 power during this battle. That's very strong. It's a very easy ability to work with. So technically, becomes a 7k beater. That's very strong off the bat. Look at that. Sick. I can see why he was used a lot back in the day in OP03. Alright. Go ahead and sleeve him up. So here's our leader card. Katakuri. Very cool. I love the artwork. Place them right there, and of course we're gonna head into the new support cards. So example, we got Katakuri starter deck 20. Look at that, using the mochi ability with the spear. Very cool. 5 cost 6k power. He's a blocker and activate main once per turn. You may turn 1 card from the top of your life cards face up. Give up to 1 rested Dawn card to your leader or one of your characters. All right, so it is kind of true, right? Most of the starter decks, actually all of them, have 1 unique SR or new support card that allows you to move a rested Dawn card to a leader or character. And that's what this Katakuri does. Very nice. We'll see the Katakuri here in a second. And then we got Charlotte Lin. Big Mom. We got a new Big Mom. Wow. 6 cost 7k power. She looks wild. On play, you may trash 1 card from your hand. Your opponent chooses 1. Your opponent trashes 2 cards from their hand or trash 1 card from the top of your opponent's life cards. Ooh, that's pretty strong actually. Just put 4 of those in your deck. You're good. That's nice. So, new support card, Lin. Of course, you get 2 copies of these. If you want to max out your copies, I would suggest buying another starter deck. And let me go ahead and sleeve up these 4 cards real quick. So 1, 2, I have these already ready on the side, so I don't have to go searching for them. And then after this, we'll go into the rest of the main deck and check out the new support cards. All right, so let's go ahead and grab these to display them. Boom, boom. There we go. Very nice. I'll move Katakuri to the side there. All right, on to the rest of the main deck. Here we go. So Charlotte Cracker from Starter Deck 20, so a new support card. 4 costs with 5k power, 1000 counter, once per turn. If this character would be KO'd by an effect, you may trash 1 card from the top of your life cards instead. So protection for itself. Kind of reminds me like Barrier from Digimon. It also has a trigger. You may trash one card from your hand, play this card. All right. A majority of the yellow cards have that type of trigger. We get 4 of those, okay. A new Burrell, huh? Nice. ST-20. 2k counter, all right. 3 cost, 3k power. No real effect other than the trigger, which is look up to 1 card from the top of your or your opponent's live cards and place it at the top or bottom of the live cards. Then add this card to your hand. So live card manipulation there. Ooh, new Charlotte Pudding. She looks evil here. She has become a very popular card in the card game actually. There's so many Charlotte Puddings, but this looks super cool. I love the artwork. 3 cost, 2k power. On play, you may add 1 card from the top of your live cards to your hand. Set up to 1 of your Big Mom Pirates type characters with a cost of 3 or less as active. Oh, it restands. That's cool. Trigger. Press up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 3 or less. Okay, nice. You get 2 of those, alright. So, these are the new support cards. Cracker, Charlotte Cracker, Charlotte Brulee, or Brule, and Charlotte Pudding. These are your supports. And it looks like, and Pudding seems to be the one that has come with 4 of, so get another copy of the star deck to complete that. And then let's look at the rest of the deck here. And these are going to be reprints here. So we got Charlotte Opera from OP03, 4 cost, 6k power. No real effect, just a beater. Has 1,000 counter though. We get 4 of those. Got Charlotte Galette. She's a blocker. 2k, 2 cost, 1k power. We got Charlotte Smoothie. 4 cost, 5k power. When attacking, you may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your live cards to your hand. This character gains 2,000 power during this battle. Trigger, you may trash 1 card from your hand. Play this card. Okay, 4 of those. Nice. Charlotte Pudding from OP03. Look at her. 1 cost, 2k power, 1,000 counter. On play, look at 4 cards on top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 Sanji or Big Mom Pirates type card other than Charlotte Pudding and add it to your hand. And place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. So searching power, always very good in any deck. Strusen, hopefully I pronounced that right, but 1 cost, 1k power, has a 2k counter. On play, you may trash 1 card with a trigger from your hand. KO up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 1 or less. Okay. 4 of those. Charlotte Daifuku. They guys look cool. Now he has the genie or the djinn. 4 cost, 5k power. When a Dawn's attached to him, when attacking, you may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your live cards to your hand. Add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your live cards. Oh, okay. So kind of an exchange and a recovery. That's not that bad. 4 of those. Pecoms. Vanilla card. Nothing crazy here. Just a 3 cost, 5k beater. Very nice. 1,000 counter. 4 of those. Now we head into the event cards. It looks like we're stacked of event cards here. We got Sovereignty. 2 cost. It's a counter. Up to 1 of your leader or character cards gains 5,000 power during this battle. That's strong. It has a trigger. You may trash 2 cards from your hand. Add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your live cards. Oh, that's good. Recovery. 4 of those. We have Thunderbolt, 2 cost event card here. Main. You may trash 1 card from the top of your live cards. Get up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. Removal. Trigger. Get up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less for the same thing. Nice. And 4 of those. All right. Well, that's pretty much it. Wow. And of course, you got your Dawn cards, 10 of them to play the card game. All right. Well then, that was that. Pretty straightforward, pretty cool. Now let's go ahead and just move into the booster pack here and see if we pull anything crazy. Maybe we can pull a gold Dawn card. That'd be great. I didn't see one at all in my booster box. I think I felt cheated out of my box. I thought you were supposed to get at least 1 gold card out of every box. But maybe I read that wrong. All right, let's see what we got. We got Ichiji, Mihawk, Blast Breath, Murakumo Sword, Unorashi, Baby 5 as our rare. Ooh, Barcelino as our SR. That's actually very good. Very nice. Riju, all right, as our Jolly Roger. Love it. And Helen Poe as our Jolly Roger. Awesome. All right, cool. And here's our Dawn card. Nice. I like this set because you can beautify your Dawn deck. That's how you want to say it. That's really cool. We'll display the Dawn card as well. Here, we'll move this on top of the Dawn cards like that. Makes more sense that way. And the Dawn card in the middle. But alright, well. But that's pretty much it. That is One Piece Starter Deck 20, Yellow, Charlotte Katakuri. So, Starter Deck 20 Yellow. As you can see, Yellow has a very unique playstyle revolving the live cards, whether it be adding the top live card to your hand, recovering, trashing the top card, or looking at the top card of yours and your opponent's. For example, our leader Katakuri here when he has a Dawn attached and when he attacks. You can look at the top of your life card or your opponent's. Whatever you choose, you can choose to put on the top or bottom of their life cards. So kind of a nice way to take a sneak peek of what you're going to get or what's upcoming and decide whether you want to face that at that turn or not, right? And overall, Katakuri gets an additional 1000 power boost. That's very strong. So essentially, Katakuri becomes a 7k powerhouse as well. Very strong. And essentially, that's how this deck works. Life card manipulation and a bunch of triggers. For example, some of the older cards like Charlotte Smoothie, add the top card of your life to your hand, and she gains additional 2k power. You have Charlotte Daifuku, which when he attacks with a Dawn card attached, you can add the top or bottom life card to your hand and recover one by putting the top card of your deck into your life. You got your event cards, for example, Sovereignty. Sovereignty lets you counter with an additional 5k power when your opponent attacks you, but if it's triggered on your life cards, which is pretty cool, you get to trash 2 cards from your hand and recover one of your life cards. And you have the event card Thunderbolt. By trashing the top card of your life on your main phase, you can pop one of your opponent's character cards with a cost 5 or less. But if it's triggered in the life, you don't have to trash the top card of your life, you just pop something with 5 costs or less on your opponent's side of the field. And then you have the new support cards. For example, Charlotte Cracker here. When this card is KO'd, you can actually trash the top card of your life to prevent the KO of this card. And as you can see, it has a trigger as well. So when it's triggered in your life, you can trash 1 card from your hand and play this card. That's kind of the other gimmick, and that's why there's that life card manipulation and look at the top or bottom card of your life cards so you can see which ones have this nice trigger. So technically you can also flood the board with a bunch of character cards on the field by cards triggered in your life, which is pretty cool. There's also the new Charlotte Pudding support card, which on play, you can add the top life card to your hand. And then you can choose a Big Mom Pirates type character card on the field and set it as active with a cost of 3 or less. And her trigger does the same thing, minus adding the top card of your life. So it's just triggered in life, and you get to choose a cost 3 or less, set it as active Big Mom Pirates type card. You also have the new Charlotte Brûlée, which has the same ability as your Katakuri leader card and can only be triggered in life. So once your life is hit and in Brûlée, you get to look at the top of your life cards or your opponent's life cards, and you get to choose whether to move it to the bottom or top. So life card manipulation there, and then you get to add Brûlée to your hand, which is nice because she has a 2k counter. Very good. And of course, we can't forget about the new SRs as well, like Charlotte Katakuri here. He's a blocker, and then on your main phase once per turn, you may turn 1 card from the top of your life cards face up. And if you do, you get to give one of your leaders or character cards a Rested Dawn, which is nice because you get to give a resource that was already used as an extra power boost. Very good. And I've noticed that I think all the new starter decks have a card that does that. Move a Rested Dawn. Very interesting. And then you have the brand new Charlotte Linen, which I think is my favorite card in the deck. She has a very cool effect. On play, you gotta trash a card in your hand first, but your opponent chooses 1 of 2 effects. Either trashes 2 cards in their hand or trashes the top of their life cards. Either way, I think it's very strong because if you trash the cards in their hand, you're destroying resources for them to counter. And if you trash the top of the life cards, well, they need life to survive. So it's up to your opponent to choose, but either way, I think it's a very strong effect. And then they also added the Charlotte Pudding from OP03, which is very good. She's a searcher. She looks at the top 4 cards of your deck. You get to add 1 Big Mom Pirates type character card to your hand. And of course, they added a bunch of other vanilla cards, which is fine because you can go ahead and swap them out and upgrade your deck by adding other Big Mom Pirates type cards that have already been released in the card game. But eventually you get to see that a lot of those Big Mom Pirates type cards or even yellow cards have trigger abilities, and that's kind of the style of yellow with the life card manipulation, and try to add all those cards into your life as much as possible with those trigger abilities. You get to see a lot of them just say trash a card and play this card, which is very interesting. So that pretty much wraps up the playstyle of yellow and how this deck works. Let me know what y'all think about starter deck 20, Yellow Katakuri. Have you played it? Have you tried it? Have you picked it up? Is it your favorite leader card? If not, who is your favorite leader card? Who is your best or favorite leader card as yellow? Let me know in the comments down below. But that wraps it up. That is the showcasing and unboxing of One Piece TCG Starter Deck 20 Yellow Charlotte Katakuri. And I hope y'all enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, support the channel, join the crew for more TCG content and openings, and don't forget to check out my online TCG store at gamingoceantcg.com. And until next time, smooth sailing.